Okay, this is part 2 of the push tutorial. This time I'll take a look at a game I have played, a video I've even uploaded of my Spain against Heroes Portuguese. And what's gonna happen is, well, that's why it's a video, is that I'm gonna push and I'm just gonna go over the steps of pushing. So right now I've paused. We've been fighting for a couple of minutes already, it's minute 45. But so far there hasn't really been much going on the map. It has just been, well, fighting, and I've just been draining him kind of by taking good unit traits. So what you see right now is I'm breaking the walls with my mortars. Put this a little lower because I talk while playing, I think. So the key at the moment is that I need to get rid of these walls and potentially these walls, but mainly those, because that's the thing that stops my melee from infiltrating his artillery lines. So Spain is the ultimate push civ because of all the strong melee they have. Lancers, the natives. Yeah, and obviously I'm kind of raging at the wall, but I mean, it's just what you gotta do. Right, so for now, I'll just, this is...
Oh my god, the lag.
Okay, I complain about lag. I'm right to do so, though, it lags. We're not focusing on my commons, though. Turn me down a little more. We're still focusing on killing the wall. So again, you see me move up my horse out. I'm trying to get good volleys. And I think in about a moment he will back up, which is when it becomes more interesting. Should be targeting my mortars on the walls, actually. In this case, I can even hit the horse artillery, I think, because it's below the gate, as you can see. So that's the thing I absolutely should do. Oh, instead I just shoot it with my corpse. There you go. So, you can see Sierra is just not playing very well here. He just has a bunch of musketeers against my skirm lancer. That doesn't really work. Actually, let me scroll a little forward. I mean, I am kind of pushing already. You can see I'm slowly going more forward, moving up the missionaries. Actually, this is the right point. So now you can see I'm spamming heavy on the flanks. If you kill the flanks, your units get better angles. And now he's backing up. So right now I have my mortar out. Spanish mortar is super strong. I send the Mayans, units that are specifically good at anti-cav and siege job. I move up my entire army. I don't want to forget any parts. That's the importance. Because him backing up into his buildings is putting him in an awkward position. Definitely want the culverins to be very far forward, because artillery is his best way to come back, as I mentioned in the other video. So it is what I have to focus. Without artillery, he has no chance of coming back. And you can see I immediately place a new stable. I need forward base. Kill the native post is the most important thing in natives. It's going to reduce his possible unit count immediately. I have my culverins even too far forward right now, but I'm just like looking for artillery, I guess. I mean, his musketeers just really can't do anything to me. I'm just rolling over this army. Mayans arrived. I'm going to build a native post, not only lowering his unit count, but hiring my own one. Gonna send the Mayans in distract. Stay full pop. I should add more base very soon.
This might actually be server because they hosted and they're Asian.
Yeah, I think what I just said is actually right. Probably did host an Asian server. So again, kill the other native post is more important than killing anything else. You just want to reduce his possible unit count. I see the horse out in the corner, so I tried to siege it from a different angle. But units didn't really obey. Alright. Rotate the screen. Move up your entire army again. Move it up closer. At this point, I don't really have to pay too much attention to my wall, to like enemy walls, because there's just none. You can see that his army is just constantly out of position due to my very quick forward approach. Immediately rebuild an embassy, rebuild the base. As I said, about 40 range away from your enemy buildings. In this case, you can tell I'm gonna raise down like all these buildings though, so I could go even more forward, but it's just a careful approach. Making the right composition is obviously important, but it's not really the key aspect here. I think understanding the unit counter system is a different story. And now is where he gets to walls. Now is where he gets to walls, and he's gonna try to mass artillery and skirms, as these units excel in walls. Don't really need any melee. So what I'm gonna do is probably... Okay. I was gonna say I was probably gonna back up. Okay, yeah, now I do. So all my melee is gonna be backed up now. My melee has no purpose here right now. So I'm just gonna save it for a bit. I thought I was sieging down the wall maybe, but that doesn't seem very smart, so I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna start shooting the gates. I'm just gonna bring my own artillery. Only bringing the ranged units, just kind of letting them fight. Rebasing, and here he actually calls it, but I'm gonna still explain what my next steps would have been. So right now he's out. Again, I started spamming Cav as soon as I mortared down these walls, as now his skirmishes are fully exposed. I haven't brought my melee infantry back though. My natives are not fighting right now. They're saved. What are they waiting for? Either his Cav, as he sees that I have zero any Cav forward right now. So once he would send Cav, I would send my natives and try to get a big push going with my own Cav. Or if he still plays passively because he could simply be out of resources or whatsoever, I would just constantly keep shooting down his walls. Queue up extra artillery, it's definitely an option. Spain only has 90 pops, so they gotta be a little careful there, so they don't get rolled on culverins, but at this point you just want to bring down the walls. And once you see a gap, once you see the stuff is open, you can start sending in your entire melee army, which may as well just be huge at this point. And that's the end of the push. You're done. You approach your opponent's base. He has nowhere to go. He has no way to come back. Push successful.